Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Prophet back with another video, and today is a great day to look at Solana. So Solana is continuing to do very, very well in this last 24 hours, seeing about a 13.3% increase and continuing to see a 161.50 price point in Solana. So we actually are seeing that all-time high push. Yet again, we've seen so many all-time high pushes from Solana here and just within the last couple of weeks, seeing $166.21 hit September 6th at really 5:40 p.m. So continuing, like I said, to see this bullish sentiment across the space. If we take a look at the last week, seeing about a 71% increase, and the last month being the massive 332% increase from $39.47 to $161, already seeing a 4x before really this bull market part two really kicks into gear. I will say, guys, there's a lot to talk about regarding Solana and really the whole crypto space altogether. So if you haven't already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on so I can keep you guys up to date as we get really jumping into this bull market part two. I will say, guys, there's a lot of hype surrounding Solana, so keep that in mind. Right now, with a $47.5 billion market cap, there should be a lot of hype. Solana is continuing to grab a lot of retail as well as institutional investors, and we're seeing that 24-hour volume push all the way up to $5.7 billion. If we actually take a look at the really market altogether, we're going to see Bitcoin continuing to push above 52K, and a lot of volatility will continue to remain in the space during this bullish looking period. Do keep that in mind. We came all the way from 51,000 flat to $52,402 right now. And if we actually look at the last hour, you can see that we all the way pushed up to $52,714, almost making our way to $53,000 just earlier today. So there's a lot of excitement in the crypto space, and like I said, guys, we'll take you through it all. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video, and jump on over to Twitter as well in the description of today's video, twitter.com/cryptoprophetyt, in, like I said, the description of today's video. But the first thing we're going to take a look at is Solana, like I said, announcing Solana NFT support natively in ATH. So ATH being one of the big projects in the ecosystem of Solana, as Solana's ecosystem continues to grow, grabbing new utility and use cases. ATH was one of the biggest projects with huge success. So 75.1K followers already, and the really, like I said, announcement of Solana NFT support natively in ATH. The community has been asking for additional NFT support on their profiles, and it's finally here. You can now display, filter, and sort all of your Solana NFTs directly in your collectibles tab. So if we continue on, though, there is more to talk about. So Solana here, we have UX upgrades coming to Phantom. This is our new transaction dialogue is going to look like. The team is working on it. So another project with great, really looks into the future here with Phantom. I do want to jump into this really kind of graph here as well. So this one kind of explains what Solana has over things maybe like Bitcoin, Ethereum. We also see Binance Smart Chain, Cardano, Polkadot, Cosmos, Avalanche, and Phantom. These are all, by the way, great projects. Don't count any of these out fairly. Like I said, great projects all across the board, but you are going to see where Solana kind of excels, where it kind of beats out its competitors, being the current TPS, block time, transaction fee, validators, GitHub stars, and just so much more. Market cap, and you can actually see that we are obviously much lower at this point of this screenshot at 11.32 billion. So it's just crazy to see, like I said, how much Solana has grown since that time of that screenshot. I do want to jump, though, like I said, into a couple more things regarding Solana, but before I do so, I do want to quickly mention, if you guys haven't already taken a look, I did just start a Patreon at patreon.com/cryptoprophetyt. It is going to be in the description as well with my, like I said, Twitter account there as well. The Patreon is going to give you guys market updates. It's going to give you guys those exclusive pre-sales, IDOs, ICOs, and give you guys my thoughts on, like I said, the market as a whole. As we see low market cap coins during these bullish sentiment times, we could see massive things come from pre-sales and, like I said, low market cap picks. So I'm giving you guys my favorites and constantly, kind of keeping you up to date, as I think the last 3 days we actually posted some good information on there every single day. So like I said, we'll keep you up to date on Patreon, Twitter, and YouTube all the way through it all. But if you do want bonus content, exclusive stuff, like I said, Patreon is the best way to support me, as we are doing no YouTube AdSense through the month of September to keep you guys really with the transparent data, and like I said, no YouTube AdSense throughout. So here was one of the biggest announcements in the latest couple of months. We saw Solana with the 500K followers and the ignition that kicked off with massive prize pools of up to $5 million across 4 tracks, whether it's DeFi, Web3, gaming, and art and collectibles. Tracks were presented by Microsoft, Jump Trading, StandChart, Fort Platform, and Metaplex. So there's a lot of opportunities there for great projects to enter this ecosystem. And I do want to say, realistically speaking, we are going to see a lot of utility and use cases continuing to jump onto this Solana ecosystem. As we jump into another article, this one is going to be kind of blocked behind a paywall here, but it does talk about Ethereum rival Solana climbs to 7th in crypto top 10. Tons of articles are starting to come out on Solana, and why wouldn't they? They're seeing massive returns across the board for the last month, seeing a 332% increase, and like I said, making its way to that top 7. A lot of people are going to continue to want to hear more and read more about Solana. So we'll keep you guys up to date, like I said, through all of it. But we have a couple more articles to look at. Here's one from Forbes as well. So another very well-known, obviously, article to look into. Solana leads massive altcoin rally as JP Morgan warns crypto markets are looking bubbly again. JP Morgan's been wrong more than once, so do keep that in mind as, we've seen a lot of great things come when JP Morgan starts speaking up about bubbly markets. We won't jump into too much regarding this site, or really this, article here, but it's great to see, like I said, JP Morgan hopefully giving us that good sentiment yet again. We also have the after 450% rally in a month, does this super fast crypto have more steam left? If you actually take a look through here, they talk about the price as the price of actually Solana being at the beginning of August, right around that $31 to $33 range, but it reached $139.50 by September 3rd, and the token has surged about 450% during the month. So obviously this was earlier in the month, but we are still seeing a massive increase of 300, like I said, around that 330% increase continuing forward. And we're not going to jump too much into this article as well, as it's just great to see, like I said, a ton of articles coming out talking about Solana, keeping it really just, relevant, as it would be hard not to be relevant at this, like I said, much of an increase. But it's great to see more retail and investors all around, whether they're institutionals, like I said, institutional investors or retail investors, starting to actually look into this coin more as a long-term potential coin than maybe just a quick buck to make from that $30 to $161. A lot of people still holding on. They believe it's not done yet, and I believe that may be the case. We're going to talk about, like I said, the future of this coin, the price prediction for the end of the year, the end of the bull market, here in just a second. So as we jump in, I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so make sure to keep that in mind every time we make a video. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research before investing. So like I said, in the last 24 hours, up 13%, continuing to look very bullish. And because of this, I did some TA this morning, and with what I've been kind of recently checking in on, I do think Solana still has the steam to actually make it to that $200 price point that was price targeted for at least by the end of this year. By the end of the bull market, I do suggest Solana still has the capabilities of reaching $300 to $400 at the very least. Solana is not done yet, and I want to continue to really kind of reiterate how big this ecosystem could continue to grow with the massive Ignition series continuing to bring in great projects across the board. We have a lot of hype right now, though. Do keep that in mind. But realistically speaking, like I said, $300 to $400 still within range. A reasonable, realistic, conservative price prediction, in my opinion. So thank you guys again for tuning in, talking about Solana with me. I do love talking about Solana. It's one of my favorites to talk about and has been for a while. Like I said, if you followed me since the beginning of this channel, you guys were able to grab Solana at a very cheap price point. I don't know exactly what it was at, probably $13 to $17 within that range or so. But, realistically speaking, like I said, Solana, as well as so many other altcoins, are going to continue to do so well during this market. One thing I tweeted just here recently, if we go to my Twitter account, this market is getting ready to absolutely explode. Fasten up. This is why we have been accumulating. So those of you who have been accumulating during this bearish looking market, continue to watch videos, continue to keep yourself in the loop. You guys earned it. Hopefully you guys are already making profits and continuing to make profits as this market turns around and recovers to a full extent. I will say thank you guys again for reaching me to 100K subscribers. And with that, I did say, that announcement of the Patreon did just recently come out. There is limited spots for silver and gold memberships. So definitely take advantage of that if you guys are, those initial viewers or those initial, just really supporters in general. I really do appreciate the awesome support, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.